Now, I had a question. Something I'm going to go over with you guys. So, after watching this movie, if y'all was stuck in the woods, would y'all rather be alone with a random man or a bear? Think about
A bear, a bear, a bear, a bear.
All right, what's poppin', people? Like a crazy ex trying to with you for the 5th time, we are back. We just finished watching Rebel Ridge on Netflix, and we're about to rate it and review it. So if you don't want to get any spoilers, go watch it first and come back to this video. If you could, like, follow, and subscribe, and make sure you check out more videos from us. All right, so we're with the squad, looking sharp today, all matched up in green, looking like the green team. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey.
I said wagwan.
Say wagwan. Wagwan.
I'm your boy Retro, and to the left we got Mermaid Princess Alicia Swim.
Hey, what's up?
All right. Next up, fresh from the woods, we got Miss Reefa. No smoking for none of you.
Oh, I was just about to light up.
And finally, we got straight from the castle, the OG Frank. Let's dive into this. We're going to talk about Rebel Ridge. We're going to start with Alicia. So, Alicia, what do you rate it with a popcorn scale, 1 out of 10, and why?
I rated it a 9. It was good.
Oh, wait, you're giving it a popping hot.
Yeah, popping hot.
Shit, highest caliber.
Yeah, it was real good. I watched it like 4 times.
Oh, word?
It was really popping over and over and over again. I didn't like the guy with his eyes. His eyes so sexy.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
we got some things going on over there. What's going on with you?
I just love his eyes and how he was acting. He's a good actor.
And his muscles.
Yeah, his body.
So y'all were watching it for other reasons, it looks like. Y'all wasn't even paying attention to the storyline, were you?
Yeah, I was paying attention to the storyline. It was sad at the same time because he was looking out for his cousin, and I was upset because them dirty cops. Well, he could sing.
Okay. All right, so Miss Reefa, what are you going to rate this film that we just saw?
I gotta rate it 7.5.
Ooh.
I say it's good. It could have been an 8.5 if it had a better ending.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed on some points there too.
Very disappointed.
Well, I really like the ending because he got a proof and everything. So how he took charge of them cops, it was crazy. He was by himself dealing with them. He killed it. Y'all just haters. I like it.
I saw Frank over there gushing over Officer Jessica. Looking at her yams. All right, so my turn. So I give a poppin' 8 out of 10. So it was this close to me giving it a higher score, but once we hit the ending of the movie, I was like, nah, stick with an 8.
Yeah, hopefully they ended it like that because it's gonna have a part 2.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they ended it off like that, but why would they do another a sequel?
Because he took the evidence. The police is going to jail. Like, it can't end like that. I hate when movies end like that. Hate it.
All right, let me tell you some of the parts that I liked about it and some of the parts I didn't like. So I love the fighting choreography and the stunts. That was on point. This is the kind of movie that makes you want to go hit the gym or even join the Marines. So that shit had me fucking hype.
Lot.
The other stuff I looked into, honestly, I felt like I was watching a Black Jason Bourne film. Have you ever seen Jason Bourne? It kind of had those type of vibes to it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I felt also like stocking up on some coconut water, if you know what I mean. There was a part in there where the lady had stopped the fire that was trailing behind them with some coconut water. That shit was hilarious.
For real. I'm like,
Yeah, that is really funny.
how the hell she? I was like, how the hell she out the fire? Then I see the box broken up, and she had time to post the box.
Yeah. All right, and then when Summer had woke up, the lady, her name was Summer. When she had woke up and the cops was being dragged by the car, and she said, "And there's glass everywhere," before shoving him off. That was comedy gold.
Yeah, very, very, very hilarious.
Now the parts that I don't like, I wasn't too favorable about was I didn't love how the story kind of drifted away from the cousin's death. That was the heart of the story, in my opinion. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but I felt like when I was watching the film, the cousin was like the main storyline, but then he was ready to go back home or go back to the restaurant where he came from. But until that situation happened with Summer, he had more of a valid reason to kind of help her out. And I felt like that changed the dynamic of the whole story versus, your cousin, your blood relative died. You should go fuck them up because of that. But, I guess one more thing had to push him off the edge to make him want to do that. What do y'all think?
Well, I think because she called and she was like, "Hello, hello, I need," and then hung up. And then he's like, "Oh my God, I gotta get to her." I feel that's the reason why.
But your cousin
is gone.
You don't know her. Your cousin, you've known for, and that's another thing too. We don't really know why the cousin. I mean, they're saying it was something with I guess a little bit of like weed or marijuana or something like that. Like
it was a setup.
Minor. Huh?
The whole thing was the setup.
Yeah, but they didn't really explain why. Why was he so worried about him getting locked up?
They didn't have to explain.
There's some type of backstory we're not familiar with of what's going on with him.
No storyline for the cousin, so we didn't really understand what happened to that situation and how he really got that money. Cause why he burned the paper with the car?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just was watching the body.
The reason why
you said you were watching the what?
The body.
The body.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Another part that I wasn't feeling too much was actually, now that we speak about it, was the destroying of the drives. That made the whole relevancy of the mission feel pointless because they went to go get the drives. At the end of the day, I believe the cop, the officer Jessica, was supposed to, I guess, upload it to the internet or somehow upload it to the computer and display it to the world. She didn't do that. Gave the drives to Officer Steve. He stomped them shits out. It's like, so what was the whole point of even doing that whole scene?
The whole scene was to, first of all, the cops was going around arresting people for nothing. It was a thing that they was doing in that town, and it was getting people locked up, and they had proof because his cousin video was on that SIM card.
Yeah, and I wanted to see what happened to him.
I wanted to see that too.
Yeah, but it's like, nah, we ain't gonna show you that. Stomp them shits out. Next,
them just broken.
Next, but then the parts that I kind of felt was a little bit also odd too was why did Summer separate from Terry just to only get caught by the cops? I hate when movies do those type of scenes. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna go do something real quick before I leave with you. Okay, yeah, go do that. I'll be in the back. Like, no, what the f***? Go with him and get the f*** out of there.
He should have stayed with her. That's what he should have did. Stay with her. Yeah, I like how Summer and him just disappeared. Like, I mean,
I said the same thing too.
I ain't like that.
And does anybody know what she went to get? Because I was still lost on that.
The pee.
No.
The drug pee that she took. Remember, they drugged her and she didn't want to lose her job. So she went back to go get the pee.
But to do what with it?
To get rid of it because they drugged her. They gave her a needle when she was sleeping and put drugs in her system.
Oh, she went to get the urine sample.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, I get it.
Already
Evidence. You had to get all the evidence because they burned up the whole evidence in the basement.
But then she should wait. Hold on, the whole place would have burned down. She didn't have to do that.
The place would not have burned down because they had a fire system with water system, so it would have.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was just gonna blow up the room.
That section. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So she went to get her urine sample so that, okay, the judge would have been like, hey, listen, we lost your sample. You got to urinate again for us. We need a fresh sample of urine.
By that time, I'm clean.
I was trying to say, like, why did you go to get the urine on your own? Like, just ask the guy, hey, I want to go get to this urine sample that they have of me with the drugs. And he would have went with you. You didn't got to sell it.
Knowing all them guys was there waiting for her ass and they freaking caught her. And he just watching them take her right in the trunk. I would left her ass in the trunk too, because she do too much. Even that judge, the judge OD on pills, he was an idiot.
Everybody was in it. Everybody was in on it. The whole system. And that's happening in real life. This is like a true story for a lot of Black people. I feel like they feel that they want to, belittle us. Put us down on the pavement.
Well, you're a tree. So there's no us here.
I'm a Black tree.
Oh, shit.
I'm a Black Caribbean tree. I from the bush deep down in the forest. Amazon. Kill them, shoot them, kill them dead.
But the ultimate thing that I really didn't like, and the reason why I was actually leaning towards almost giving it like a 9, but I had to bring it back down because, like I said, I didn't like, along with how you mentioned, I didn't like the ending. It just didn't feel like it made sense with everything that was going on in the dynamic. So at the end, Terry cuts out the DVR from the cop car. That was very random. And to me, I felt like the cousin's evidence was more important than that versus the recording of what the cops were allegedly doing. And a time frame of everything happening, I prefer to know what was on those chips, the drives, than know what was on the DVR. But for whatever reason, I guess they wanted to make it sentimental to that aspect.
Well, what's on the DVR is going to take the officer down, the sergeant down right away because he shot another cop. But
what about all the other people?
They're gonna put 2 and 2 together after but
there's no evidence of it.
Once they bring him up on charges, then they could pull out here. This is what they did, and pull out more papers on his ass and get him in trouble.
I guess, yeah. But overall, the movie was popping, and it had me on the edge of my seat. So I'll definitely I recommend anybody who hasn't seen it to definitely watch it.
Yes.
All right. Now I had a question. Something I'm going to go over with you guys. So after watching this movie, if y'all was stuck in the woods, would y'all rather be alone with a random man or a bear? Think about
a bear. I'm a tree. I live with them all the time.
What?
Those are my people. I don't like they pick on me, but I like they cool.
Okay. You're for real. You're serious about the bear?
Don't like the pee, but they're cool.
You choose a bear over a man?
Yeah. I'm Miss Reefer. I don't want to share with them. Duh. I don't want no random man coming around and I gotta share my blunt with him. That's the problem. The men who want to take a pull of my shit every minute. I'd rather the big bear, as long as he don't piss on me or rub his back on me.
You like the rubbing of the back?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm a tree. I don't want no man taking my blunt.
Alicia, what about you? You're in the woods. After watching this type of movie, you're in the woods. You're just randomly just walking around. Who knows what the case is? If you had to be alone, would you rather be with a man? We don't know what type of man. It could be any type of man. Or a bear.
It could be the man from Rebels. She'll like that.
Remember, we just saw this movie. Think about it. You're choosing the bear too?
Hell no. The bear gonna attack me. I'd rather be with that sexy man in the woods.
Duh, because bears eat fish.
Rather be with Terry.
Bears eat fish. You could be dinner.
But we can't guarantee what type of man it is. So you're only going to be there if it's only him, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
What if it was one of the officers?
You remember, she's a mermaid. Miss Swim is a mermaid. She could just sing her way out of it.
I'm a princess swimming in this ocean with all the fishes.
You're trying to have some me time.
So I'm definitely not going on land because that bear would eat me for dinner.
All right, so a Rebel Ridge gets an official Popping Popcorn score of 8.5 as a thrilling emotional ride that keeps you hooked on the edge of your seat. So tell a friend to tell a friend, this one is a must watch. So we could do some big shout outs to the cast and the crew that worked on this project. So big shout out to the guy that played Terry. His name is actually Aaron. You know what's funny? Remember that Aaron clip from Keating and Peele?
Hey, Aaron!
Yeah, so his name is Aaron Perry. His height is 6'3", actually. Shit, he's a little bit taller than me. I know you like to hear that, little princess, don't you?
Ooh.
'Cause I know you've been gushing over the actor that played Terry. I don't know if you were aware of Aaron. He's not the original person that was chosen to play the guy Terry.
Oh, no?
Nah, it was this guy, John Boyega, who's famous for being in the movie Star Wars recently.
I'm familiar with him.
So how come they had made him as Terry? How comes that?
Yeah, so it's funny. The situation, well, we'll say allegedly, because it sounds like there's different sides of the story, but it says here, John Boyega abruptly left Rebel Ridge with Netflix citing it as a family reasons. However, Hollywood Reporter said Boyega left due to a myriad of issues. The filmmaker allegedly only found out when they saw he had checked out of his hotel. So it sounded like they were getting ready to film and he just left.
Wow. Maybe say, was that for him?
This is literally like while they're preparing to get everything going. And it seems like because that happened a few weeks later, they were able to get Aaron. So we actually were close to not even having Aaron as this particular character.
So he had left.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, it probably some family emergency or something, but I'm glad he did because I think this guy was a better fit for the movie.
Yeah, most definitely.
Unless he gained muscles, because in this picture, he looked like he was gonna get beat up by them cops.
What the word?
And that's how people moving, but they didn't want to pay what he asked them for.
And now, you know what? He probably read the script and was like, you want me to do what?
Yeah, for real.
You want me to go underneath this cop car? You want me to drop kick who?
Yeah, but you know the part I didn't like though? I like when he was riding the bike and he was catching up to the bus to pound his cousin and shit.
Yeah.
It's a nice scene.
Yeah, he probably said, you want me to chase after this bus on this bike?
For real.
Like, I mean, obviously we don't know what the issues were, but apparently something went wrong and he decided to not pursue going on with the role. But, you know, I think it all worked out. I think Aaron did a better job anyway. Not to say that Boyega's performance wouldn't have been good, but I think sometimes things happen for a reason. And I think with his physique, because it, you know, I don't know, but it looked like Aaron did most of his own stunts. It doesn't, when I was watching the film, I didn't see much where you could tell like there was a stunt double. I know they had a stunt double, I'm sure, but they did really good choreography. And I think he got really pretty much good into shape to play the role.
Yeah.
I like this actor. This actor was really good. He really did his thing. It's my first time seeing him acting, so like really watching something with him in it, you know?
Yeah.
And it looked like he a fast runner, like he really from the army or something. That's how he looked built. He was made for this movie. That other guy, he looked too skinny. He ain't built for this movie. That guy looked like a real army guy.
Yeah, for real.
Word. All right, fellas. If you're not in the tip-top shape, don't watch this movie with your girl. I'm just keeping it real. It ain't like she's going to be thinking about you tonight when y'all in bed.
You got that right.
Ooh,
Especially that
confirmation.
I've.
You hear it, folks. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
I'm blessing on just watching his face. Like, damn, you know, much better than the other guy. Like he did his thing. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, big shout out to Aaron and the entire Rebel Ridge cast of the amazing performance that they've done. I'm looking forward to him and his next project. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but he actually played Malcolm X earlier this year in a limited series called MLK/X.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was actually dope. It came out, I think, around Black History Month, if I'm sure. It was actually dope. He did a really amazing performance as Malcolm X.
Power to the
also,
people.
another thing too, I don't know if you heard about this, but Aaron will also be voicing Mufasa in Disney's new movie coming out later this year, Mufasa, the Lion King. Did you hear about that?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, his voice, yeah, he has a deep voice for that. So that'll be a dope look for him.
Man, they turned him to a lion now? Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, you remember the Lion King came out a few years ago. They actually did a live action version of it. So this year, they're doing the version about the father called Mufasa. None of you guys saw the trailer?
No.
Yeah.
I live down in the forest.
We'll pull that up later on and I'll show it to you. But yeah, so he's going to be playing the father. And the story's strictly about the father growing up, his own story. Plus, there's also buzz that he might be playing Jon Stewart in the new Green Lantern series that DC and Warner Brothers are working on. That would be dope, actually.
That would be.
Although I love to see a dark-skinned actor play that role to match the comic book version, which I think DC, they're kind of all over the place, but hopefully they get everything together. But hey, A-Rod's killing it. Congratulations to him and his future projects. Anything else you guys want to say about this particular film?
It was great.
It was really good.
Great. You just gave it a good. You said it was good, Miss Reefa.
Yes, I said it was good. Good, great. It's not popping, but it's...
shit. You just don't like that ending scene.
Yeah, I felt like it could have went more. But I understand the officers were scared they already messed up. And the other officer, we didn't even talk about Jess. We didn't talk about Miss Jess.
What about Jess?
She came through for the black people and came and helped him through and saved him. She saved the day. She came and
No. Actually, that was a good thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. She was on one of the list of things that I didn't like. I felt like Officer Jess was all over the place. Like 1 minute she's helping her brother out. The next minute she's like, nah. I wasn't really feeling that.
I felt like she was a cop at the end of the day. And she was trying to do her copney duties. And she realized that her cops was messed up and she had to fix it.
But she knew there was corruption going on. She still went to do her job.
You think they told that sister about the corrupt shit they was doing?
How did she knew? She know.
Had an old ass car while they was all driving around Chargers. Her old movie. She had a Ford 89.
I know, but I'm saying you really don't think she knew that?
No,
like corruption's going on in the back. Come on, there's mad guns, there's mad money. Where's all that shit coming from? And her paycheck's probably mad low.
Listen, if the lawyer didn't know,
the lawyer knew what was up. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, she didn't. I mean, she had an idea of something.
Summer was not a lawyer. However, she did works for the county clerk and would conveniently explain situation whenever context is needed. For her to become a lawyer, she would need a degree from an American Bar Association approved law school.
Sometimes people walk around with their eyes closed, okay? And she had her eyes closed until she realized that her sergeant wasn't right. And she made up for it by ramming they asses out of the road. Get out the way.
She also gave the other officer the drives.
She
when he
did.
destroyed it.
She did give him the drives, but she also rammed that car off the road and got that officer arrested.
It's a little too iffy for me. It's too iffy.
Yeah, she's still an
Come
officer.
on, are you with us or you against us? What's going on?
I can't be with you all the way, then I'll be shot just like the other officer.
Oh shit! Okay.
Remember, that officer that got shot, it was that lady's friend that was snitching. So he was like, wait, y'all can't do this. This is wrong. We gotta abide by the law. And they was like, hold on, pow, pow, pow. Relax, sit down. We are the law.
The black female, she was stupid at the beginning. And then she see the officer got hit. Then she came back up. Yeah, she was okay. But I like when she rammed the police car off the road and shit. She came back to senses. First she was but she's okay.
Yeah, I like when she was hiding behind the door. Had to crawl her way out.
You paid too much attention to her.
She crawls her way out.
Frank was definitely paying attention to her. Frank was over her. Looking out her. She little thick little thing walking around.
Okay.
Roly poly.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little meat.
Okay, Retro.
Metro like that roly poly Retro.
Hold on.
He like the fluffy wuppies.
You know what I'm saying? Want to keep things a little smooth sailing. All right.
A little cushion for the pushing.
You said what?
A little cushion for the pushing.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for today's show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe for more POPorCORN movie reviews. Catch us next time.